spent a long Labor Day weekend visiting a couple different beach resort towns we had never been to before. We already put out some videos about our stay in Rehoboth Beach, which we will link to at the end of this video. After a couple of days there, we boarded a ferry from nearby Lewis, Delaware, to cross the Delaware Bay over to New Jersey. The ferry ride lasts about an hour and a half. It cost us $61 on Labor Day weekend, $10 per person plus $41 for our car. Prices were a little cheaper a few days later when we returned on a weekday. On the ferry, you can stay in your car or sit in the indoor or outdoor seating areas. Bathrooms are available on board, and there is a concession stand too. The ferry takes you to Cape May, New Jersey, and then we drove about 10 miles to our destination, Wildwood, a beach resort city on a barrier island on the Jersey shore. We spent a couple days staying in the Boardwalk resort area. We explored their boardwalk and the beach. While there was a big crowd over the weekend, it was noticeably less crowded on Monday as people headed home from their final beach vacation of the summer. We really enjoyed the beach once the crowds decreased a bit. The water was warm, clear, and inviting. We began our day of exploring at Beachside Ice Cream Parlor and Cafe because I needed some coffee to start the day. We also tried one of their donuts as that seemed like a good boardwalk breakfast. This is the Boardwalk Information Center. You can go there if you need information about the boardwalk and its attractions, or if you want to use the bathroom. They have public facilities on the ground floor of the Information Center. There were 3 water parks on the boardwalk when we visited. This one is called Splash Zone, or it was called Splash Zone. We've read from a couple of sites that report on Wildwood tourism news that Splash Zone has abruptly permanently closed at the end of the summer season of 2025. There are still 2 other water parks, which we'll show you in this video.
Maury's Piers operates 3 different piers on the Wildwood Boardwalk. Each have a lot of fun attractions. This is Mariner's Pier. The 2 others are called Surfside Pier and Adventure Pier. We walked through Mariner's Pier as they were getting ready to open for the day. So, at first in this footage, all of these rides have no one on them. That's because they're testing rides and getting ready to open. By the time we walked off this pier and back onto the boardwalk, the rides had opened and the crowds had started to arrive. There was this cool double-decker carousel. We had never seen one of these in person before. They have a variety of kiddie rides, including this Dumbo knockoff, as well as some teacups. They have this fun 3D dark ride called Pirates of Wildwood. They have a Himalaya that goes forward and backwards. They also have this coaster called the Sea Serpent, which goes forward and backwards as well, and it even has a couple of inversions. These amusement parks on the piers have no admission costs, but you do have to buy tickets for each ride your family wants to ride. Rides for the little ones in your party seem to go for around 3 or 4 tickets, while the more intense rides that would interest teens and adults will cost you 9 or 10 tickets per rider. This pier also has a cool haunted attraction that actually has some live actors inside called the Ghost Ship. The actors are allowed to touch you, which is more than they can do at most theme park haunted houses. But of course, guests are not allowed to touch the actors back in any way. We also thought this outdoor flying pirate ship ride looked pretty cool as it goes through the ghost ship, but we didn't try it out. We also didn't try the Seagull Cycles ride that you have to pedal along a rail in the air, but that looked fun and unique as well. All three of Maury's piers have amusement park rides. Only two of them also have water parks. Mariner's Pier features a water park called Raging Waters. To visit the water parks, you will have to purchase a ticket to enter. This isn't a pay-by-the-slide system like the Pier's amusement park. The Boardwalk water parks and amusement park are already closed for 2025 as we post this video in October. They're going to reopen again in the spring, and prices for next year have not yet been announced. Behind this water park, there's a barbecue restaurant that we ate at. We'll show you all the restaurants we enjoyed in Wildwood in a future video. As you exit the pier, you may want to check out the Maury's Pier's gift shop for some souvenirs. And if you enjoy this video, please click the like button. Alice will appreciate it.
As we exited the pier and went back out to the boardwalk, we found a place selling a variety of different funnel cakes, as well as deep-fried brownies, Reese cups, Twinkies, and Kit Kats. We passed on all of that though because a friend of ours back home highly recommended we try zeppoli, which are an Italian pastry made of fried dough balls topped with powdered sugar. They're crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside. Some people say they taste like a mix between a donut and a funnel cake. They reminded me a bit of beignets. They were good. Jack loved these. There were tons of good food options on the boardwalk. We didn't have space in our stomachs to try everything we wanted to try. And we didn't have enough money to buy all the souvenirs we wanted, but I did enjoy window shopping. There were some arcades along the way, a couple of mini golf courses. They even had a paintball shooting range where you could shoot paintball guns at live targets. It was fun and reasonably priced, though I don't think I would enjoy having the job of being a live target. Here is the boardwalk tram. You can wave it down anywhere on the boardwalk if you get tired of walking. It's $5 per one-way ride per person. There's a small aquarium on the boardwalk. I love aquariums, but we did not visit this one as we were told by locals there wasn't much to see there. The Wildwood Boardwalk got its start in the 1890s with a boardwalk that was only 150 yards long, and it has been the center of the action in this beach resort town ever since. Today, the boardwalk extends down 38 city blocks. It's 2.5 miles long and made up of over 70,000 wooden planks. It goes along the Jersey Shore in two different cities, Wildwood and North Wildwood. Here in the off-season, some sections of the boardwalk are currently being replaced with new planks.
We found the Wildwood Beach Dog Park. This is a great place to bring your dogs to enjoy running around in the sand. They had two different fenced-in dog parks, one for small dogs and one for large dogs. We spent at least 15 minutes here on the boardwalk just watching the dogs play on the beach, and it was pretty entertaining. There are some Ripley's attractions on the boardwalk. There's a Ripley's Mirror Maze, a Laser Maze, and an Adventure Maze. As we head toward the next pier to show you what it looks like, we will let you know this boardwalk is open 24 hours a day, year-round. The businesses along the boardwalk, though, determine their own hours of operation. Many of these businesses are only open seasonally, like the amusement parks and water parks. The businesses that are open year-round often are open less hours in the off-season when there are fewer tourists visiting. We made our way to Surfside Pier, home to another of the Maury's-owned amusement parks, with a mostly different set of family rides and thrill rides. This is only the second time we've seen a double-decker carousel in person, so that's cool. They also have a tilt-a-whirl and a Kanga bounce. This is it. They have a Himalaya where the cars swing out from the ride. That was pretty cool. And they have a dark ride through a dungeon. A flume ride. And a fun inverted coaster called the Great Nor'easter. And here's the other Maury's water park called Ocean Oasis. It features several different types of slides, a lazy river, an activity pool, and a swim-up bar. This water park is located right along the edge of the ocean.
We rode the tramcar south down the boardwalk till we got to the Wildwoods Convention Center. It's called Wildwoods and not Wildwood because it's named for the 5 communities that make up this barrier island. In addition to the city of Wildwood, that also includes North Wildwood, West Wildwood, Wildwood Crest, and Diamond Beach, collectively called the Wildwoods. And next to the convention center is the Wildwoods Beach Ball sign that is a popular photo spot for visitors. Across the street is the Wildwoods Vietnam Veterans Wall, which is an exact half-size replica of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C., and features more than 58,000 names of American fallen heroes from that war. There's also a Korean War memorial nearby, as well as a Christopher Columbus memorial. We were back out on the boards when the sun went down. We did a little more shopping, a little more eating, played some games at the arcade, we even got to visit the third and final of the 3 Maury's piers. This one has some crazy rides, including this pendulum ride called the Skyscraper. that's a no for me. It also has a wooden coaster called the Great White. And there are go-karts at this pier as well. We had a great couple of days exploring the boardwalk and the beach. We have a couple more videos coming out in the next few days about our stay in Wildwood. In the meantime, click the links at the end of this video to check out our visit to Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so we can see you the next time we're traveling through.